Hello, beautiful people. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Kat's message of the day. In this video, what you'll receive is a channeled message, plus also a page from the Angel Guidance book and a card from the Universal Love Deck. These are all channeled. I have no idea what I've pulled or what card I've got at the moment. I see it the first time when I share it with you. So before I get into the channeled message, please note that this is a collective group message. So it may not be aligned with you, and that's perfectly okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow where it may be more aligned with what you need to know. So let's get into the message. If you can hear the bird, that's my bird. And every time I go to video, he decides he wants to have a chat. So endeavour to focus on my voice rather than the bird noise. How much control do your thoughts have over you? That's a really good question. Thoughts alone can shift how you feel and also impact the decisions you make. Are you consciously aware when your thoughts are trying to take charge or you get lost in them? Are you consciously aware when your thoughts are trying to have an opinion about you, your friends, family, situations, experiences, opportunities, absolutely everything? Are you aware of that? If your thoughts followed you everywhere in a human form, say it was another version of you or a twin that stood by your side, pretty sure you would end up telling them to shut up because of the incessant chatter you can no longer hear. And it's distracting you from what you're doing. That's your thoughts on a daily basis. Except I wanted to give you an analogy of that it was another person that continuously did this all day long and followed you around and continuously in your ear. It will drive you absolutely bonkers. You would end up really frustrated and tell them, just shut up. I just need silence. And yet we don't do that with our thoughts. It's time when they're continuously going, shut them up. Do your thoughts of you define who you are? I'd like you to ask yourself, who am I? And as soon as you ask that question, take note of what this starts to say. Allow your inner self to define you. Don't allow to define yourself by your name, which is just a label, the experiences that you've endured throughout your life, or the objects in what you have, or even what you do professionally. Who are you at the core of your inner self? I want to recite a paragraph from the book, The Untethered Soul, and it's been written by Michael A. Singer. And I've actually put the link to this book in the description. So if you're interested to have a look at it and check it out and like to read it, it is a brilliant book and it really offers such a different perspective of your thoughts. And if you can master your thoughts and know that they're not truth, game changer. So here's what he says. I am the one who sees. From back in here, I look out and I am aware of the events, the thoughts, and the emotions that pass before me. I have always been the conscious receiver of all that was. And this is what I wanted to finish up on, and this is from me. It's time to free yourself from the habitual disempowering thoughts and emotions that negatively impact your consciousness, meaning you and your life. Choose a life of self-realization and happiness. I hope that you gain something from this, and I hope that it's in your language that resonates with you, that it's not too. And if there is something that you didn't understand, please, you can contact me. All my contact details are in the description below. If you would like some more clarity on that, then I'm more than happy to give you. If that the language used in that message didn't resonate with you, you may need me to just word it differently so it does make sense for you. All right, so let's keep moving along and let's see what we've got from the daily guidance. Wow. Use kind words. And automatically what I'm getting is use kind words with self. What words do you use that are so unkind that you wouldn't even say that to anybody else? Yeah, we are our harshest critic. It is fine to speak your truth if it's about taking action. There is a difference about putting yourself down and self-criticism as opposed to honest feedback. Yeah? You know, we need to own our truth. If we're not fit, we need to say, you know what, we're not fit. Do something about it. They're not harsh words. The words I'm speaking about are ones that says, oh, I'm not good enough. No, I'm dumb. Can't do this. Can't do that. They're what I'm speaking about. To own your truth, if you need to get fit or you need to lose weight or you need to eat healthier or you need to do more morning rituals and commit to self, that's feedback. They're kind words because actually what you're doing is empowering you to take action. Own your truth. Yeah, cool. But if you're being really harsh with self and unkind to self and disrespectful to self, this is what this is in reference to. So before I read this message, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath, just to recenter yourself and bring you back to this message so you can absorb the words. The tender words you say to others are keys that unlock their hearts, as this kindness conveys caring in a practical way. Even a person who is close to love because of previous pain will respond positively to compassion. Today, look for opportunities to express these feelings in your conversations, using words that are gentle, sincere, warm, and thoughtful. These are qualities that you naturally possess, but become even more aware of when you express them. Know that every kind word spoken today is a gift to both the speaker and the listener. Thought for today. I am a loving person and I easily express my kindness to others. I speak with caring and gentleness. As much as this says about others, absolutely, for sure, do that. But what I get is this is more about self. You've been using really unkind words to self of late, maybe. For those of you, some of you that may be watching, that's going to really align with you. And what's sad is that you may not even be aware of it. So any of you that are going, no, I haven't, all I'm asking is that you take some time to really sit with yourself and absolutely really look at your thoughts. Look at them. Don't just dismiss them, and you may find that, I haven't been kind to self. I know that that's something that I do every day in my journaling, and it's nearly every day I will find something that I have said about self that is unkind, that I would not say to another person because I would be mindful that I'm going to hurt their feelings. And that's going to emotionally impact them. So that's how maybe this will assist you, that if there are things that you're looking at and you go, that's okay, ask, would you be comfortable sharing that with someone else without any concern that you would emotionally impact them? Meaning that what you've shared with them would upset them. And if your answer is, yeah, it would, then you've been unkind to you. And that's a really simple way, a logical way to look at and absolutely analyze, if you want to call it analyze or reflect, and really look deep, because our awareness is often we will tolerate, that's the word, we will tolerate far more of the way we speak to self than what we would to others. It's time to get back in balance. If anything you say to self you would not say to anybody else, then it's unkind. So that's predominantly what I got. And now also there has been something that you may have shared with someone that's unkind, and it's sitting there and you're not feeling comfortable about it. It's time to maybe have some more words with them and apologize and really shift and use kind words with that person, because they need to hear that today. Okay, 3 cards today. I don't know what's going on. Divine guidance. Now this dropped out once and it was just at start, and I put it back because it flipped over, and I cannot believe that it's come back up. So clearly it was meant to be in this message. And divine guidance is what I'm getting is, for so many of you, you're very analytical beings and you're very much in your thoughts. It's time to look inward and really trust in divine guidance or inner guidance. It's there. Get out of your head and get into your intuition. We're all intuitive. That's what gut instinct is. It's intuition. So allow that to divinely guide you. Okay, so let's go into the message. Divine guidance. Before I read this, once again, close your eyes, take a deep breath, just so you can absorb the words from this particular message. Look within for the answers. Follow your intuition, your own inner guidance. Listen to your heart, follow your instincts and gut feelings. Wow, I think I just mentioned that. Even if it feels strange, go with that which you feel energetically drawn to. Explore what you are energetically drawn to. Stop and listen. Really listen. Stop and feel. Really feel. Let yourself go deep. The greatest wisdom is inside you. Now, if that is just not affirming this message with find who you are, but not from your thoughts, from your inner guidance, your intuition, it's there. You have this knowing. You know who you are. But this wants to tell you who you are. It's not truth. And this is saying it's time. For those of you who are very analytical beings and very much in your thoughts, this is just saying it's time for you to really look inward. Because if you're not in a great space with mindset, then it's because you're too much in your thoughts. Allow your inner guidance, your gut instinct guide you. The answers are there. And we all are divinely guided. You may not understand that. And this is not religious, okay? We are just all divinely guided. Because you may say, oh my gosh, I thought I would get that 2 years ago. Why have you got it all of a sudden? So trust in your inner guidance. What is the next part? Soulmate. For that, I honestly getting there are some of you that are on the search for your soulmate and they're close. But once again, I'm getting that you're too much in your thoughts about them, and your thoughts are giving you opinions that aren't truth. They're making up stories because maybe there's a deep fear attached to that. But I'm going, if you want a relationship, you absolutely have to get out of your head. Stop listening to the BS that your thoughts are telling you. Don't allow them to take charge. Don't allow them to be in power. Take back your inner power. You make the decisions. And also, it's about being a soulmate with self. Connect with self on a deep spiritual cellular level. It's time. It's time to get to know you. Who are you? Who am I? Okay, let's go on to soulmate. Okay, one more page. Soulmate. Once again, before I read this, if you want to just close your eyes with me, take a deep breath. Just to recenter yourself so you can really absorb the words from this message. Love is divine and a universal energy of life. It is alive, intelligent, and constant communication with all creation. When love calls you, go to her. Search for her no matter where the journey takes you. Somewhere another soul is in search of you. Somewhere a heart is filled with longing. Today's longing becomes tomorrow's joy. Until then, you will meet within your dreams. If you are already with your soulmate, then this is a reminder to treasure and be grateful for the love you share with your beloved. Okay, from that also, those of you who are in a relationship and maybe of late you feel a bit disconnected or you feel unloved or you're just not really happy within that relationship right now, it's time to reconnect. Don't allow your thoughts to say, oh, they're not right for me anymore, and give you all the bullshit stories. Relationships take commitment and focus. Relationships take respect. So is that lacking in your relationship? Relationships take quality time. Relationships take partnership, teamwork. Is that all lacking? When was the last time you had a date? The two of you. For those of you who are parents, have you become so absorbed in just being parents that you've forgotten how to be lovers? I really so want to digress and go into a little bit more, but I'm not. I'm going to stay on the path. But ask yourself, because that's just what that highlighted for me. So let's keep moving along. Transience. It's like she's sitting with self and allowing the light to shine through. To shine through her. So for some of you out there, I feel that you're carrying this sense of darkness, this sense of heaviness. And that is purely because your thoughts have the power over you. They're impacting your emotional balance. So today, more than ever, I'd love for you to get a pen and paper and start writing down all the thoughts that are going through your head. You know you have 50 to 80,000, right? And 80% of those are negative. And that is a scientific study. That's fact. That's not me pulling those figures from the ether. That's truth. And for some of you, your thoughts may even be 90%. So if you haven't got the light shining through you and all you feel is darkness, take a moment and consider, what are your thoughts providing you? Darkness or light? That's what I get from transience. So let's go to the page. All right. Again, close your eyes, take a breath. Just so you can recenter yourself and absorb the words from this message. Is it possible to transcend a current difficulty by shifting your awareness and focus? Love can help you rise above all obstacles. It will help you to see things on a higher perspective and your problems will seem much smaller. Sit quietly in meditation. Imagine streams of crystal-coloured light flowing down upon you and feel the light pouring into each of your 7 energy centers in your body. For those of you, they're called chakras. So the root, which is your base of the spine's red, sacral's below the navel, orange, solar plexus above the navel, yellow. Heart is the center of the chest, clearly, green and pink. Your throat is light blue, third eye, which is your forehead here, indigo, and the crown, the top of your head, is violet and white light. So for those of you who feel a lot of heaviness and darkness, just sit with self and, I don't know if the word resonates with you, visualize white, just the color white. See if you can feel that white. If you can get to that and just push that white through your whole body. This is just one tool. But if those of you who are logical and analytical beings, I'd love for you to get pen and paper and take note and write down all of your thoughts. Well, the ones that you feel that are dragging you down, whether it's, oh shit, I did this wrong. Oh my gosh, I've got that tomorrow and it's freaking me out. Oh, what do they think of me? What did I say? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't think they like me. My husband's angry at me. My wife's pissed off. I've upset her. They think this. Can you hear? Most of those thoughts are all assumptions. They're not truth. And while they stay in here, you're never going to find clarity. For some of those questions, they can actually be shut down by just asking the person. Instead, we buy into our thoughts and we create this big story around it. And really, we have no certainty if it's factual or make-believe. Assumptions are a killer. And they say it makes an ass out of you and me, and absolutely it does. Especially when it comes to relationships, friendships, work, in life. What am I saying? In life. Start asking questions like the 3 and 4-year-olds do. Why? Get clarity. Don't allow this to make up stories. It's all make-believe. It's not factual. So going back to the original channeled message, the first line was this. How much control do your thoughts have over you? And maybe it's worth ranking, but you have to sit with yourself and be truthful. Because if you're going to say, oh, I need 5%, is that truth? Because until you acknowledge, validate, and write it down and own it and be accountable for it, you're never going to shift it. While you keep lying to yourself, you're only hindering your personal growth, your personal healing, your personal development, and assisting you to move forward. You're not lying to anybody else other than yourself. So own the truth. Don't allow ego to get in the way and judge you. I hope that you've gained something little, even if it's this much from today, to assist you on your journey in moving forward and becoming the best version of you. Because remember, you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. If you enjoyed today's video and like to see more, please like this video, which gets my videos out there a little bit more. Also subscribe and click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's video, Kat's message of the day. Thank you for spending your time with me. I am grateful, as I'm aware that we've all got busy lives and we've got things to do, so I appreciate your time. And please note that in order to live your best life, it takes investing and commitment of self. So value you enough to do that. And start the journey. It's not easy, but with commitment, it makes it. So for today, take care.